Hi, do you think that one of these cards may have a message for you? Maybe, who knows? We go through many different situations that it's almost impossible that a random message will be tailored just for you. However, there are universal messages that apply to each one of us. I'll talk a little about that later. However, what if you want a very personal message? You need to allow the divine spark, your inner voice, guide you. Your inner voice will show you the steps you can take to improve your life. Let's see how tarot cards can help you unlock that hidden language within yourself. Let's see. Let's talk first about the divine spark. The divine spark means that each and every one of us possesses an intrinsic piece of the divine, an essence of a higher power or a universal life force. It implies that divinity is not just something outside of us, but an inherent quality within everyone, offering the potential for profound self-realization and connection to something greater than ourselves. You can tap into your divine spark through various intentional practices such as mindfulness, like keeping your mind quiet, self-love, connecting with nature, listening to intuition, cultivating gratitude, helping others, releasing negative emotions, etc. I'll start talking about self-love. Prioritizing yourself, it's not selfish. Self-love is necessary for your well-being, and it's a prerequisite for effectively caring for others. I once heard about the oxygen mask analogy, like on airplanes. You have to put your mask on first before you can help anyone else, right? However, putting yourself first at all costs is not right. For example, backstabbing, betrayal, gossip, infidelity, violence, etc. No, it has to be in harmony with the universe. I'll tell you some steps that might help you. First, self-acceptance. You need to know yourself, your skills, your flaws, everything. If you see things that need improvement, deal with it with love. Second, be kind to yourself. Use loving words to talk to yourself. Realistic and affectionate. Third, prioritize your needs. You need time to take care of yourself. It's okay to say no sometimes. You need to stay physically and mentally strong. Four, trust your intuition. Your inner self wants you to be the best version of yourself, not a fake version of somebody else. Finding inner calm will help you receive clear guidance. 5. Do things you enjoy. For instance, listening music, walking, working out, dancing, cooking. Well, yeah, some people enjoy cooking. And it could be fun, even like, oh, baking desserts or something that you really, really enjoy. Things like that. Things that you really enjoy. I know many people love TV. However, our brain is a hard disk. Why fill it with violence and useless memories? Choose things that are really, really, really good for you. Now let's talk about the hidden tarot language. Like, to connect to your deck, let's start by saying that you need to select your deck. I always recommend starting with the Rider-Waite Smith RWS or an RWS clone, since images are almost self-explanatory. Then I'll use RWS only today. And let's start. Like, I have this one, that is the US Games system, but I also have the Everyday Witch Arrow, and I have this one, the Happy Tarot. Then all of them are, this is a real Rider-Waite Smith and RWS clones. But I also have the, which I love it, it's the Tarot of the Abyss. I'll talk about this one later. Let's start now. Second, you need to learn the basics, the suits, and what each one of them represents. You can use the booklet that is included with your deck and eventually generate your keywords. You'll develop a personal connection to the cards' meaning. I'll include like my keywords if you want to use them as the starting point. Okay. Third, if your deck is new, a good practice is asking for the card that represents you. It might be instantly, or it might take some time. You'll start seeing the same card repeatedly. It happened to me. The same card started jumping out of the deck. I won't say which one it is. I thought my deck was damaged. I grabbed another deck, and the first card out of the deck was the same. After that, I know I'm connected to a deck if that card starts showing. I'll give you some examples. I have like the court cards here and some major. Like, if you get the Fool, doesn't mean that you are ignorant or silly or anything like that. It could be someone that is spontaneous, that lives the life to the fullest, things like that. You can check the meaning and see why that card is showing as your character. I have the Fool. For instance, if you get, oh, forget about gender. If you're a woman or a guy, and you get the King of Pentacles, they say, but I'm a woman. No, it doesn't matter. Like, it's someone that is very capable of making money or lead to an abundant life. Someone that know very well how to manage physical matters, especially money. So it could be men or women. Another example. Okay, if you get the Page of Pentacles and you are older, even if you're a man or woman, and it's because you might be someone who's constantly studying and searching and doing research, something like that. Forget about age, forget about gender. Look at the characteristic of that card in particular. And let's go just to Queen of Cups. Even if you're male or female and you are a very caring and loving person, that used to like to nurture people around you, you could be a Queen of Cups like that. Or you are someone who's always like alone and you enjoy your being distant and doing introspection. You can be the Hermit, someone that is constantly like meditation, introspection, things like that, etc. Or okay, the King of Wands. If you are consider yourself like at work or in your life like a leader and you're constantly guiding other people, you can be the King of Wands, and so on. So take your time and get your card. Now that you know which card represents you now. Shuffle your deck with intention. Don't make specific questions right now. Start like thinking about something like, what message am I needing right now? What message am I needing right now? Then start with one card if you want until you get used to connecting to your deck and learning the meanings. Let's see. Ooh. We started very well. Okay. Now, and one of the most important parts, listen to your gut. Your initial reaction to a card is often the most profound. Now, you and only you know your situation. Use the card for clarity, for understanding what you need to do, for making decisions, and even for helping you stay grounded. When your mind is clear, you hear your inner voice. Like, for instance, like this one. I don't know if you're asking about, your situation, right? Like if you're asking about your job, like it seems like you will be enjoying what you got. It could be any situation. Like this is a very good card. Then apply to your situation. It could be money, health. You need to find the meaning of the card for your situation. And then you can get another card if you want. Let's start like give an example. Like I don't know what situation you're asking. I don't know. I will just pick two cards and see. Like one, two. And now it looks like you're in a situation when you need to make decisions, and the decisions will make you progress. But now you feel like trapped with doubts and your mind is confused about what is the right decision. Let's see another card of it. What I say. I think like everything is going like moving and progressing. Maybe you need to move and to take in, says like everything, like the situation is moving, and maybe you just need to work on the and realize, maybe you just need to realize that it's only your mind it's only your mind that's blocking you to make the right decisions, but you will do it. Let's do it again. Another example. Another example. Another situation, whatever your situation is. Of course, there are like generic examples. Okay, you feel like you are like in constant defending yourself or fighting against people. Like it's a situation that you feel like you have to defend yourself and you have a lot of doubts. Yeah, this situation, it looks like you are right to have doubts because there are a lot of things that, like secrets or information that you don't know, and that's why you feel like you have to be defensive. You need to connect to your intuition, to study more the situation, to be able to move on. Another example. Let's use this one. Of course, I am not concentrating or asking anything because they are just random examples. Oh, I say 2, and I grabbing 3. Let's see, just with 2. Oh, it's very good. I mean, like someone is starting a new venture, something that is coming like unexpectedly. Like some venture is showing to you like any kind of physical aspect, like I said, like appearance, health, money, and it's telling you that you will have people collaborating with you that you can trust, that you have help. Another short example, and I'll be using the Tarot of the Abyss. I love this one. Listen, you need to choose the deck that you really feel attracted to, like the artwork, like when you see it, you feel like it talks to you. You feel like it talks to you. That's the deck for you. Exactly the deck for you. Let's see. 2 cards only. Unity, partnership, holding. Okay, a lot of meanings, possible meanings about this union and holding. You have to apply it to your situation, like I said before. However, you have a partnership and you are holding, then it could mean that you want to do everything and you're holding to information, or you're holding resources, or you're trying to do everything, and this card is telling you, like, to be a very successful union, sometimes you need to release. Let's see another card for this one. Jump the star. Yes, it said like this partnership or union or unity could be very successful if you let go a little, or you release a little. Like I said before about the RWS, like it's almost self-explanatory. That's why I recommend it first, like as a starter. Like if you see the tower, you see that it's crumbling everything, and you guys, oh my god, there's something like a chaos, something that's crumbling down, or there's a perch. Let's get another one. Like if you know about the ones, they are like your goals, the way to do things that make you happy or bring you your joy. Then it's the Knight of Wands. There is some action, like your goal, it's progressing, it's moving, or it could be something that it's coming to you in a very fast way, or even if you see it as a person, it's somebody like dynamic, like it's active, passionate, things that are going, or situation that it's progressing. Let's see another one. The Hierophant. You see there is someone like it's teaching and people are listening, and then it's someone that is someone who's teaching. Three of Cups, of course, you see celebration and so on. Okay, so that's why I recommend the RWS. Let's start with this one. Now I'll give a try, like make a question related to a relationship that is starting, like you two people that are just starting to connect, yeah, in a romantic way. Let's see. Well, I see that this type of, like, if I will evaluate this relating to relationship, I see that there is not a balance about what you are giving and receiving, and this relationship, it's not well balanced, and it's not meant to be in a case of a relationship. Like, see another kind of advice or a different interpretation for a new relationship. Let's see. Well, Mm-hmm. Yes, burden. Mm-hmm. It's not just one or two. Okay, then this one says that like maybe you are constantly arguing and it's like heavy, like you're getting tired about this situation and you have to balance and get more information about the other person to see if you really want to stay in that relationship, because or you can get help maybe. I don't know. I feel like if a relationship does not work since the beginning, no, don't. It's not like when you're in a marriage that it's well to work with it because it is already a stable relationship. But if you're starting a relationship, why do you want all that drama? Okay, let's see another one for relationship. A new relationship. Okay, good one, please. Ta-da! Ooh, romance. Finally. No, this is good. Like if you're asking about about a relationship and you see that the relationship is progressing and the relationship is moving on, there's romance, there's intention, and yes, it looks like there is a new path in this relationship. There is a new good beginning. Okay, if it's a beginning, it's a new path for the two of you. Yes, a good one. There's another example. Now let's switch. Let's ask about my situation is like I am going to an interview and I don't know if this job is really good for me. Of course, you have to go to the interview first and do a good interview, because even if that job is not for you, the satisfaction of doing great on an interview, it's worth it. Do your best. Advice for this new job. It's really good. And it looks like you have the strength that you need, like to do that job and to do a great interview. And it will bring you satisfaction and some of your or any kind of a dream you have might come true. Like it's a new beginning. Okay, now I don't want to make the video too long. Another one, like what kind? Money. Everybody wants to know about money. Let's ask about money. About a business, let's say, well, in my case, I am working on a business. I'm thinking about developing another one, let's say. Okay, I will not talk about myself. That's my in general, not for me, not about my business, but a new business in general. Oh, wow. Looks like you're starting that business, and that business that you're starting, oh, it's meant to be successful. Go ahead. Of course, I suggest that you keep studying about the business, but yes, it is meant to be successful. Good luck. Now let's see that my situation is that I'm considering moving from to another state or even to another country. Of course, I'm not talking about anybody. It's like examples. Let's see. Wow. Wow. It's very it's very talkative, like very decisive. Yes. It means go for it. Jump. Take the take a leap of faith and do what you want. That you will find a good partnership in that for that movement. Go on. Okay. Now I'll give you 2 suggestions. If at any moment you start feeling anxious, frustrated, unsure, sad, any kind of negative feeling, stop. Or say a phrase like, I reject it. Calm down and start shuffling again. Like, relax. And you go on. What? 9 of Pentacles. Yes. Enjoying bliss, satisfaction. Good sign. 2. Don't start trying to get answers constantly. A person I know got an oracle deck. She started asking questions about her boyfriend all the time. She was always seeing what she wanted to see. If the cards were negative, she kept pulling more cards on and on and on. The relationship was already over. Don't use your cards. If you don't want to see the truth, if you want guidance, you need to be realistic. For instance, 6 of Pentacles, hardship. Oh no, then you don't like that one. And then you say, wow, Knight of Wands, what is a coincidence? Oh no, not good. And then you keep, oh no, it's not true. It's not true. Okay. 10 of Wands, it's a burden. No, let's start over. It's not true. And you start going until you get good card. It's completely coincidence that the cards were not that positive. And I keep going on. Like 8 of Swords, not good. But no, doesn't matter. I want good cards about my question. And then I keep going on and on and on. And 5 of Cups. No, it's not like that. And you keep asking and keep shuffling the cards. Tell me something about my situation. No, no, it's not good. The sun. It's good. then, then you get the car that you want, and it's like that. No, don't do that. If you want, again, if you want guidance, you need to be realistic. You need to accept the reality about your situation. Okay? Okay. Like I said in the introduction, there are messages from the universe that apply to everybody. Like, for instance, to find inner peace, to help others, or to find your ground. Then I will try to give like a universal message, something that applies to each and every one of us. Good. Like we all have decisions to make each and every day, or at least constantly. And sometimes the decision making process can be really long, and we need to keep thinking and thinking and over stressed about making the decision. But these cards are telling us that sometimes the decisions can be just spontaneous, like we need to just connect to our higher self with faith and trust and go on with things that we really want to do, and things we really want to do and things we know will make us happy. Okay? Okay. I may not know you, but maybe you need to hear this. Maybe somewhere in these words there is something for you, something to help you feel happier and take steps toward a fuller, happier life. It comes down to recognizing that while you can't control every external circumstance, you can always control your effort, strategy, and mental approach. This might help you manage your daily life successfully. Let the divine light within you lead the way. Listen closely. Your inner voice already knows the way. It knows the truth you need. You've got this. Best of lucks. Bye.